When Hogwarts Legacy was first announced in 2020, I couldn't hold back my excitement. I grew up with Harry Potter and always imagined being a student in Hogwarts myself, which brings this game even closer to my heart. Sure, there have been games of the Harry Potter series, including Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7, which I more than enjoyed, but after seeing the trailer of Hogwarts Legacy, I think everyone knew that this game is gonna be a whole new experience. Since the first announcement of the game, we have gotten quite a few insights of what the game will look and play like, so in this video I will go over everything we know so far of Hogwarts Legacy. With no further ado, let's start right into the video. Hogwarts Legacy is being developed by Avalanche and published by Warner Bros. Games under the Portkey Games label. If you don't know what the Portkey Games label is, it is basically a video game label which was specifically designed for and dedicated to creating gaming experiences related to the Wizarding world. The game is planned to release in late 2022 for PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. So far, we don't have a specific date or month, and the possibility of it being delayed again is still there, but I'm gonna stay optimistic. Of course, we all want the game to release when it is fully finished, and if that means it will release later than expected, I will be more than happy with their decision. In the end, we don't want to be playing a game that looks rushed. J.K. Rowling is and will not be directly involved with the game, though developers said that her extraordinary body of writing, creativity, and idea for the Wizarding world serves as a foundation and inspiration for the creation of the game. Hogwarts Legacy will be an immersive open-world roleplay game, or RPG, which is set in the late 1800s and lets players experience life as a Hogwarts student in the Harry Potter universe. That means we will get to visit and explore familiar places like Hogsmeade Village, the Forbidden Forest, and as the name says it, Hogwarts Castle. Many ask whether we will encounter Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger. The answer is no, due to it being set in the late 1800s. We will meet Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, also known as Nearly Headless Nick though, and potentially even Dumbledore, though that has neither been confirmed nor denied. Players will be taking on the role of a Hogwarts student in its 5th year. As far as we know, we will get a late acceptance letter to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It has been said that the reason for that is that we have the ability of ancient magic. But why did they only find that out when we turned 15? Don't wizards get registered automatically the day they are born? Or did we only become wizards at 15? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm keeping an open mind and I'm very curious to find out more. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think besides Hogwarts Mystery, Hogwarts Legacy will be one of the first games in the Wizarding world to have character customization. Usually you play Harry Potter or another given character from the series, but this new feature opens the possibility for us to create ourselves or just someone random. That includes whether that someone should have a more feminine or masculine voice, the body type, the dorm placement of either witch or wizard, and the gender. It has also been confirmed that there will be a transgender option. Whether that is because of J.K. Rowling's latest comments, we don't know. Multiple people have since then commented on the option and the opinions have gone in different directions. In the end, we all just want to enjoy an amazing game which shouldn't be defined but also not limited by gender options. With time, we will be making allies which will help us in defeating the dark wizards and witches that get in our way. Whether we will be able to play Quidditch or Gobstones or just walk around Hogwarts with them, we don't know yet, but I'm super curious to find out more. We will be able to get attacked by, tame, and interact with fantastic beasts. I put together a list of every creature we've seen and that have been confirmed in the trailer, concept arts, articles like interviews, and the official Hogwarts Legacy poster or whatever you want to call that. The first magical creature we come across is an owl, right here in the beginning of the trailer. As we all know, carriages in Harry Potter don't fly by themselves, so I'm pretty sure we can expect Thestrals in the game too. If you look closer, you can see that this guy in the background is holding a puffskein. Now, I don't know if I can trust my eyes, but if we could own that as a pet, that would be so cute. In my opinion, there is no creature cuter than a freaking moon calf. I would die for them. If the game gives me the opportunity, I might even try. Cats. For some, cats are probably the most boring pet you can get as a Hogwarts student, but it's still here in the game, right here in the common room, It's not sure whether it's a cat or an animagus, but we just have to wait and see. This is a very exciting one because in the trailer we can see that we will be able to fly over the grounds of Hogwarts on the back of a freaking hippogriff. What? It even looks like we will be able to do that with the allies we made during our time in Hogwarts. Here we have the first, quote, bad magical creature in fairies. The Dementors don't only look scary, they also sound and move scary. I don't even want to imagine what it will be like to face a Dementor in a dark alleyway. No thank you. Don't know much about grab horns, but they look huge. Maybe we'll be able to ride on them too. Oh man, trolls are something. Not very smart creatures, I would say, but still super dangerous. Here we have one of my favorite magical creatures of all time. Dragons. Big fan of these fire-spying flying beasts. How cool would it be to tame a freaking dragon? Let's get to Hagrid's oldest friend, an Acromantula. I do not like spiders at all. I think they're weird little creepy crawlies, so I will be curving my way around these things as much as I can. If you look closely right here, you can see Fupas flying towards the Hogwarts castle. So far that's all we have seen of them, but that looks pretty official to me. Cute little birdies, or whatever they are. In this concept art we can see a little sneak peek of what garden gnomes would look like in the game. It is not confirmed whether they will actually make it or not, but to be honest, I would love to be bitten by one while being in the garden. Another fantastic beast that hasn't been confirmed but speculated about is the house elf. How cool would it be to encounter house elves in the kitchen, talk to, and maybe even become friends with them? I would personally love that. So far, that's all the fantastic beasts that we have seen in the trailer and artwork of Hogwarts Legacy. I can imagine a lot of other beasts being added to the list in the future, but for now we will be moving on to the last thing on my list of things we know so far, which is decision making. I am not good at making decisions whatsoever, but next to exploring the open wizarding world, this is probably my favorite feature. Not only will we be able to choose the house we want to be in, but we ultimately control the fate of the wizarding world by possessing and mastering ancient magic, learning new spells, and brewing potions. We can then use our skills to determine whether we want to be good or evil. I can't wait to see how they incorporated this feature into the game and where it will depend on us to make decisions. Whether they will be given times for it, or we will be able to choose which direction we want to lead the game anytime we want, stand still in the stars. But I'm so excited to find out. And that was everything we know so far of Hogwarts Legacy. I tried to get as much information as I could possibly get, but if you can think of other things that have already been announced and talked about that I didn't mention in this video, please write it in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't want to miss out on any Hogwarts Legacy videos and so many others, then subscribe and activate the notification bell. I would love this to be a community for gamers worldwide where we can just sit together and talk about what connects us most, games. So I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, bye!